Hello and welcome to everybody. In this eighth session, we will discuss common bruises and their remedies. Big disclaimer, these are strictly home slash traditional slash grandma remedies that have worked in the past. You may have your own traditions and or beliefs that may work for you. These do not apply for specific allergies, nor are meant as doctor's advice. Note the following important items. Provide relief and or remedy that works. Coo, sweet talk calmly and in a soothing voice until the agitated kid calms down. Low voice coupled with no panic or stress in your voice go a long way in calming the kid. Hug one or more times as required. Attention, calm demeanor, touch and time provided until substantially resolving the problem go a long way in solving the kid's fright, crying, stress, and other immediate troubles. Do not show panic, stress, anger, sadness, helplessness, and other negative emotions that you may undergo. You are the adult and try to be mature like one. Do not do nothing. Kids may self-heal, but depending on age, a lot of hand-holding may be needed. Remember, kids are experiencing a lot of these irritations, pains, injuries for the first time. Minor eye bruises can be caused by accidental brushing of fingers, hands, etc. of siblings, friends, parents, or others. Dirt, sand, dust in the eye can also cause discomfort. Blow warm or hot air into one edge of the kid's dress or your shirt. Lift up the warm part of the dress, press gently onto the kid's eye, and hold for a couple of seconds. Repeat a few times until tears form that wash away the pain and or the dirt from the eye. For dust or sand particles, an alternate plan is to hold the eye wide open and quickly blow, allowing blinking and repeating the same procedure. For minor irritation from, say, touching a chili pepper and then the eye, repeated rinsing with warm or cold water works. For minor scalding or burns on very small areas like fingers, immediate rinsing with running cold water or ice with addition of a burn cream if required. If kids stick their fingers into hot food, them licking or sucking on their fingers work. Stubbing toe, knee, legs, hands. Infants and toddlers are especially affected since they are still learning the meaning of pain. Usually, gentle pressing at and around the affected area, coupled with a fake berating and beating of the offending part, mollifies most of the kids. Parents need to use the appropriate stern voice, words with the offending item. Ditto when close relatives or friends yell and infants and toddlers start bawling. A fake or mock anger and fake crying reaction from the offending party usually quickly diffuses the situation. Remember, don't belittle your kids' crocodile tears or show amusement. From the kid's point of view, it is a very serious issue. Slowly try to wean the kid off the drama by ignoring minor infringements. You, the parent, are the best judge. For minor bruises, abrasions, falls, cleaning with water, clear the dust, dirt, etc., wipe it clean, and apply antiseptic. This is well known. You may or may not apply antiseptic for small bruises, depending on tolerance, to develop strength and or immunity. For deeper wounds with heavier bleeding, turmeric powder is a good antihistamine. Coupled with homemade oral rehydration salts or ORS goes a long way in calming the child. ORS is easily prepared by mixing roughly 1 spoonful of sugar and a pinch of salt to a glass of water. The child can sip on it slowly and calm down. Food particles stuck in the airway. We ask our kids to alternatively look up and hit 3 to 4 times relatively hard on the head with a cupped palm. This does not hurt but jerks the food loose. For hiccups, lower chin to the neck and drink the water. Other option is to drink water upside down. Just Google it. Eating hot or spicy item. Half a spoon sugar that the kids can slowly lick off the spoon or their palm, plus water provides relief. Sweet food or fruit juice works too. Collision between kids and or against objects like door, walls, etc. Collisions invariably occur between kids that move fast. Kids get hurt in the mouth, head, and other areas. For teeth, sucking a clove helps dull the pain. For lips or inside areas of the mouth, we apply ghee, Ghee, or clarified butter to lubricate and dull the pain. For mild head injuries, rub the area that's hurt vigorously back and forth with the palm of the hand and the fingers stretched back. This may very briefly hurt a little more, but the heat generated by the 10 to 20 movements of the palm makes the pain go away quicker. This also works on other areas but works best on the head due to the friction and heat generated by the hair and the scalp. For mosquito bites, they usually cause itching and cause a bump or swelling of the skin. A small amount of coconut oil provides immediate relief and prevents the kids or even adults repeatedly scratching the area and worsening it. As an aside, we of Indian origin also apply coconut oil on the hair. Nice natural way to strengthen the hair. Stings a little, but hey, can always add some natural scented oils. For thorns or wood splinters, use a safety pin to slowly poke and pry around the area to take it out. Other home remedies include gargling in salt water to provide relief from throat irritations, cough, steam inhalation under a blanket with Vicks VapoRub family of creams to provide a sauna-like inhalation of hot Vicks vapors for relief against cough, congestion, gripe water for infants, using neti pot for sinus relief, sleeping off mild headaches and or sleep deprived issues, going to the bathroom regularly to solve tummy aches related to indigestion, etc. Would love to hear other grandma or homemade remedies that generally work. Let me repeat the disclaimer. The remedies, quote unquote, are not medical advice. Please visit doctor or use emergency services if warranted. The above are strictly for mild injuries, irritations, etc., and do not take any allergies into consideration. You as a parent are ultimately solely responsible for the safety of your kids. In simpler days, when we were kids, allergies, emergency calls, and doctor visits were pretty rare. Our parents were savvy enough to pull us safely through the turbulent kid years. You as parents need to be careful, calm, knowledgeable, and show care to deal with minor physical and mental issues faced on a regular basis by kids. As mentioned in earlier videos, your parents and our older relatives are an excellent resource to address a lot of these and other issues. How many of you agree that minor injuries actually help build immunity and strength in a kid? What were your experiences with injuries as a kid? Did you brush them off to a certain extent? Are you allowing your kid the same latitude, or being overly sensitive, panicky, and more dramatic than the kid? In the next video, we will talk about the all-important and ubiquitous screen. With that, I'd like to sign off, and we will meet again sometime next month. Thank you.